Hi, this is Mal Neuenheist, and I am going to be whipping this 100 plus year old golf club, Hickory Golf Club, and it's kind of a neat thing. It's got dimples on it, on the club face, and it's called a mashie, mashie iron. Um, Typically, a mashie iron, it's got about I don't know, somewhere between a 30 and 35 degree loft. And so it might be good for 140 yards out, 150. And one of the things that you do with these hickory clubs, as I started this as a new passion, is you go out and play golf with the multiple clubs you have, and you have to figure out the distance. And when you use your rangefinder and you're about 140 yards out, you try this club and see if you're going to be short on your shots or maybe you're long. So you have to use a different club. Well, that's how you figure out your distances typically. And being brand new to this game of hickory golf, this is something that I'm figuring out as I go. This summer was my first year of playing hickory golf, and I had a blast. I mean, it is so much fun. And so my goal is for this winter time is to put together 3 or 4 sets. And I got a group of guys that I play on Tuesday night or Tuesday, our Tuesday group, and I introduced them about playing some hickory golf one of these days on a Tuesday, and make a little mini tournament type thing, or just to try it out and see if they like it. And so I want to make 3 other sets because I have my set already. And so tonight I just want to show you what I've been practicing on and working on is how to whip a hickory golf club. So I will more likely start right at the hosel where the shaft joins in, and I'm going to start about right here and work my way down 4 inches or so to whip it, to give it strength, to give it a look, and to give it a little more weight, because these clubs are just light, and I don't like lightheaded club heads. So there's a variety of reasons why people whip it. And so right here I have this wax string that I will start, and I'll wrap it around it, loop it, and then I'll go right about where the shaft is and where the hosel and the shaft, and tighten it. Okay, tighten it good, make sure it's where you want it to start. And then I use the end of this string here, and I'm going to cut it a little bit. Yeah, I got a sharper blade here, so I'm not wrapping around it. So now I just carefully round it up around the shaft, and you want to put, wrap it around with pressure, and just keep going around and around. Just keep going. I'm only about a ½ inch so far in my wrapping with the whipping cord here, so just keep going. And like I say, I'm gonna go down about 4 inches. Keep sliding off here. Just keep going around. Okay. I got maybe an inch so far, so I may only go 3 inches in total. We'll see. But as you can see, I'm starting to get the whipping into play here. And I just keep wrapping it around, because where I'm whipping it, you know, a lot of the impact is right here. So, you know, if it helps a little bit from this thing breaking, then that's all the better. It'll last, because this was never whipped before. So being played for more than 100 years ago, you know, the stress on this hickory shaft may be a little weak, but I you know, checked it out and bend it a bit and see if there's anything loose or frayed or fractured, and it feels pretty solid. So so this should be good to play, but my goal is to get this thing whipped and then put on a new grip, a leather grip. And with the new grip on it, it'll make it easier to hold on to the club, because these old leather grips are just slippery and it's hard to hang on to the club many times. And so as you can see, I've made progress. I'll go for a little bit more around the shaft. And you know, it's real easy once you learn how to do it. You know, it's not taking me too long to whip this, but you know, the first few times you try it, you know, am I doing it right? But you know, the more you do it, obviously, the better you get at it. And you know, this is the fun and exciting part. You know, once you get on a roll here, it goes fairly quick. So I'm just about at that point where I want to, let's see, I think that's pretty good. So what I do next is I have the whipping cord, however you want to call it, string, and I give it about a foot length left. And then I use this little handy tool that I made. It's a thing that what old fishermen used to do when they used to tie nets and stuff, or rope. What I do is I place it over this. Okay, you can see there's that loop there, right? I got it set up. And so I'm gonna wrap around that until I run out of string here. Just keep looping it. Okay, it's going pretty good. I only got about 5 inches left. Let's see, I got maybe enough for one more loop around here. All right, perfect. Now, as you can see, I got a little bit of string left here, and I'm gonna try to get it through that loop. and pull the loop or the string out. Okay, and what I do is I slowly put it or push it in to where it's tight, and then what I'll do is it'll push that loop through. Okay, so all I have left is this little string here. I just gotta cut that off and it's done. So I'll use my sharp blade and I'll carefully cut it. Now, the finishing touch is I use a wooden block and I will rub against the whipping to heat up the wax, and so that it kind of glues in like that, or you know, it's not the right word maybe, but it and there you have it. The club has its first whipping. And so like I say, you know, the impact of the club, you know, this is where I'm guessing the stress point is, where this will keep it intact. And what I will do when on this club, I will whip another little section here and maybe a third section just to give it a little more design. And then on another video, I will show how I will re-grip the handle here and give it a finishing touch. So anyways, thank you for listening, and take care.